Hi, my name is Ulizca. I am 14 years old. I like drawing the color yellow and black. I like reptiles, bees, and I like to help around the church by doing cameras, visuals, and now more recently singing. At school, I am the AV team chapel leader. Yeah, I absolutely love helping out at school. I get to help with the visuals, the audio, and the lighting. I've been coming to Kellyville for around 3 years now. So it was basically ever since we came. I was born in South Africa. I lived there for 10 years. And then when I was 10, turning 11, I moved to New Zealand and I turned 11 there. And then I moved to Australia at the end of the year. I decided to get baptized because back in year 6, I was really struggling with my mental health and what I believed in. So even struggling with my beliefs, I would end up on my bed at night, practically bawling my eyes out, just praying and asking God for help and just trying to find that last sliver of hope that I had. And what ended up happening that I realize now is every night that I would bawl my eyes out praying to God, the next day I would not remember what happened the night before whatsoever. That's great. That's just God showing that He'll take care of anything for you. So if you can go to Him for anything, that's the great thing about it. Then at the end of year 6, I was given 2 high schools for option, Ponds High School and Hills Adventist College. I wanted to go with all my friends, and I said, I want to go to the Ponds High School. When I went there, there was a huge friend group change in the Ponds High School. Most of my friends, we all just kind of like drifted apart, and I ended up with like 1 or 2 close friends. And I didn't really quite enjoy that. So I went up to my parents and I said, I want to change schools. When I moved to Hills, it changed me a lot. I was constantly surrounded with people that had the same values as me. I had a bunch of people talking to me more about what they believed in, and a lot of people like encouraged me into going into serving. And that's when I discovered what I like to call the dings, like a notification on your phone. When you turn on your phone and you go on Instagram and you leave it for 5 minutes, you go ding, and you realize you got a notification, you got something stood out to you, and your phone and something is trying to tell you to go back to it, get more of it. And so I started doing AV, which is audio and visual work at school, and that's around the same time I started doing it at church as well. So that's where I first got the little ding, the little notification in my head. And that is when I discovered my love for serving. For like 2 months straight, I would be on my right and the audience's left over there. I would be seen there by Zan and Rod and my parents. I reckon my parents were very proud. And that's so I kept getting all those dings every time I was up there. Another part where I discovered the ding was when we started talking about baptism. That was sort of my first little notification saying, hey, baptism, here's an idea. It's a great idea. You should try it. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, we were sitting in the chaplain's room at school, and Pastor Justin started talking to us about baptism and explaining what it is. At the end, I don't know what that feeling was, but I felt like there was something that I should think about. And I started thinking a little bit more about serving and what I like and how I want to live my life. A few weeks ago, Pastor Justin again talked to us about baptism, and he came up to me and told me that I was practically on the pool's edge of getting baptized, and that I should just go for it. And I said I was thinking about it, but then 5 minutes later, after just thinking about it and realizing that I want to dedicate. I love God and I love serving, and I want to live my life with God. I can't live without Him. And I realized all of that in about 5 minutes, and I went up to Pastor Justin and said, okay, I want to get baptized, and I want to do it as soon as possible. Some advice I have for my friends and anyone else on their Christian journey is, when you get your first, I call them the dings, if you get your first notification in the back of your mind, just try to pay so much attention to it that you know that it's a notification, and try to go further into it, because when you discover what you absolutely love doing for God, it's amazing. You want to drop everything that you're doing and just go for that one specific thing that you absolutely love doing. So it's great. That's my advice. When you find that one thing that you love doing for God, well, drop everything you can drop. Drop everything you can drop. Don't drop children, please. Drop everything you can drop and just go for that notification that you got. Go for it.